that, we will go at this next one. I can't remember who this one was from. I assume the next two will be from Kras, and the first one was from Salin, based on Salin being in the previous one. Just gonna jump right into it. So the rare game where Kevin gets to play Germany, but there's a pretty good allies team to counteract him. So yeah, I mean, pretty good teams all around with this game. So this might be pretty decent. Kevin Krasnock versus Lazy Goalie Harrison Molotow. The last game was Goliath France as well, so I expect him to once again. He likes to do his frontal push, but I think he might be starting to change up his gameplay depending on who's who. The tank seer is not very helpful at the moment, but he is loading up some stuff, so let's see what he does with that. Lazy moved this drop from Egypt already, so I'm curious what he's going to do with it. We'll have to wait and see. I think Lazy notoriously doesn't really help out in France, unfortunately, for people that actually try to France hold. All his APM is spent in like doing random shit with drops. But he didn't actually load his Egypt or his Paris stuff, so I think this is just literally a Greece take, maybe. Usually goes for like islands or something. But very easily cleared France. Like a lot of tanks left over for Kevin. Pretty good looking Russian hit coming in. Looks like Kras is kind of out of position for this. I don't know where his ghosts went. I assume that's their ult. Up here maybe they died, but he's just gonna micro his tanks now down here. And fortunately the core is saved because these BCs are back in time. The RAF elected to go low and deal with Italy as opposed to high, trying to help Russia up top. The redrop from France is what happened here. Looks like he got a few food tanks actually, so that's not too terrible. 4 tanks left over. Yeah, that's not terrible. Yeah, and Lazy's cleared up to Egypt. Looks like he didn't do a ton with his drop, so I'm not sure what happened. I think maybe the Goliath drop here got sniped or something. So he just had the one, maybe? He cleared a couple bunkers and a couple turrets, so winning, I guess. Nothing exciting happened in Africa. Kevin's only got 2 vultures to mine. We'll see if that's enough. I mean, I'm sure it'll do enough damage where those Goliaths will have very little health anyways. Kras efficiently putting another bunker up. See if he's using his money anywhere else. I recommend always pulling these to Italy to like east, because it's pretty rare you do get dropped, but don't blame me if you do get dropped after you pull these. Looks like this east hit was about to come in. Norway does have some drop ships, so we'll see if he helps on east or what his plan will be. Crowd's looking pretty soft right now. He is starting to make some Marines and Ghosts. And he is loading up his Africa stuff, so this will probably get up to east in time for the hit, I imagine. Lazy's already got 2 armor. That's pretty sick. Very efficient on the upgrades. I imagine he did spend like his first tax on it as well, the first 1,000. Spain's got 6 drops ready. Very nice knock. I was about to say, like, maybe just tell Germ that you're loaded, but he's already called it out. Come east. And which knock you're already fucking on east, so you're ahead of the game. And Norway's on east too, so we'll have, you know, 3v3 match here. The mild parry from Harrison onto the BCs. So Spain's drop, starting the ground. Harrison's drop's negated. He's out of the fight, except for if he wants to use his NAF on something. A lot of ground from Axis here. But they did a good job on the top. They might be able to get the score if they focus fire it. Elite, like a lot of ground was exchanged here in general from both sides. Kras looking okay. You still got like 7 tanks here, 6. Russia didn't save any tanks. This will just get cleaned up now. I don't know if there is much for air trades. Kevin is down to 6 BCs. Core will die here from Yams probably, or just attacked. We'll see if Kevin responds to this. He is. We'll see what happens here, if anything. I don't think Lazy is too far behind in air at all in general. But Kras does help out as well with like another 8 fighters. And they're having a look at each other. They're posturing. But they're both not interested, so they back out. Lazy's already got his starports over in Norway producing. He's now 2-1. Kevin doesn't upgrade BCs at all, I don't think. Which I think is kind of silly, as like just the damage they provide is crazy. With +8 to air. I'm sure it like makes different breakpoints for Wraiths. Very careful spread on this med fleet. Looks good. And Knockout electing to bring us, keeping his tanks on east too, which is cool to see. And you got the 2 more there you can send over as well. Germany not even bothering to send on med because he sees how well it is camped. And Kras did send some air as well. I'll be surprised if any BCs spawn. Nope. Yeah, that was a very nice spread. Alright, UK's in the vicinity of Oslo. I was kind of surprised you're bringing these BCs up here to show face even. Especially without your RAF like on top of that. I don't know the exact time. I feel like I really should, but yeah, if the RAF weren't here as it spawned, they could probably have killed like a BC. So I guess it spawns at 410 or 405. Yep, very clean camp. Meanwhile, Kevin knows that air is probably up there and can like use a little bit of time to harass Russia a bit. Looks like Russia is attacking, maybe? Or it's just kind of a posturing attack. Yeah, I don't think he has enough to commit. Spain got the Ireland. I think France is still microwing Turkey. And Goliath is one to like say you should have Turkey cleared by the second 0, and I think you were already past that. You're taking your sweet ass time, sir. I mean, that's a weird call from Kevin, I think. Defend Africa. Like, just nothing happening down there. And it's like so easy just to scout like Turkey and see if France is actually going on that or not, because then you'd know like if should I waste any time defending Africa at this point of the game, which the answer is probably no. I think UK is far more valuable. They should have just gone UK there, even though like Norway does probably have a drop as well. Mind you, I suppose Kevin's thought process as well is like maybe I'm a bit behind on air, so we can't really confidently win that UK battle. So perhaps he's just erring on the side of caution. Oh, now he's changed his mind. From 60 seconds ago to just defend Africa to, alright, come UK. But allies are quite ready for this. They have their combined air force here with the Norway drop that is definitely now seen in Ireland. But just a small drop, which is great. So there should be a decent battle here. I'd say like definitely get on the deck right away, knockout. You want to get on the ground before Norway does. Yep. Germany, you should probably, like, not to tell Kevin how to play, but I'd recommend like being over your Spanish ground. You're getting fucking lit up here, bud. Yeah, that was definitely a misplay by Kevin. Very nice, confident play from Lazy on that one. Damn, nice yams too, so close. Does he just clear these out? I think he'd win this too. I think that was a bluff, Kevin, almost. Yep, Kevin's gonna go lick his wounds now. I think Molotow did attack too, but Kras just looks like... I'm sorry I missed that, like, decimated the East fight. So, saving grace right now of Axis is that Kras is kind of holding down the line for them. Yeah, this is looking rough for Axis right now, because like they did not win the UK fight, and now Goliath is in Algeria, and there's not a big like mess for us to really contest it. I suppose Kras could send his BCs down to deal with it, but not having UK, not having Algeria is bad news for like Spain. His tax is very light now. He's got to spread his like forces between UK and Algeria. Meanwhile, France gets much more income boost. We'll see what Nock elects to do with this next drop. I would probably say it's better off in Africa, as like the air situation going north isn't great, and you need Germany to help out on that. So maybe Africa is a safer bet. Battle for Poland, which, not that Kras knew, but he could have been more aggressive with his BCs here, as I'm sure like Russian air is not even around. I don't know where Russian air is. Could have died in UK battle, honestly. But yeah, he could have just freely like attacked with those and done okay, but he didn't know. RAF could have been there too. Small amount of measures going down, like 14 maybe. He's probably just gonna kill some supply, see if he can find some isolated ground to kill. He's just showing face. Looks like a bulk hit's coming in. This is just good luck Kras, basically. Because Germany's got nothing to contribute to this. I think Spain's occupied, so this is purely on Kras. Not a very big force from Russia, by the way. I think Kras definitely wins this. G'day, wife. Yeah, just a poke and pull. Kras just chilling too. But I suppose he's listening to Kevin once again. He said wait, so. Now go. Now there's nothing there. Goliath looking pretty strong in Algeria now. Oh, Spain going for UK instead. You don't really expect the mines this late in the game. So, yeah, usually I wouldn't even, as Spain, I wouldn't bring a vessel at this point in the game. Just like usually the first drop. Kras looking very voluptuous right now. I said Kras looking very voluptuous right now, and then I winked at you. Molo just trying to use some APM and clear some random shit. I'm missing such a big battle up here. I'm so sorry. Looks like Mezzer's got caught. I'm not... wonder if BCs were there too. No, BCs were not there, so just Mezzer's got wiped again. Air strength definitely in favor of allies right now. Molo a little bit too deep into the honeypot. Kras caught him. You're gonna pay for this now, Molo. There is like a Spain drop going on, which will probably be like another one following up as well. Russia's clean, retreating, lost so many tanks. First initial drop from Goliath, I'm sure he's going to reload. And once again, Norway cleared out UK, so Spain has like nothing to rely on as far as tax go. He's going to lose a barrack too, like, and another drop's going to be coming in. This is looking very bad for Nock. He's going to need some support. Like, Germany is sending a Kiev vet marines to help out. But I think Italy should probably send some ground at this point too, because he's in a world of hurt. Because now he's got to deal with these drops coming in from France, as well as like Norway can start pounding drops if he really wanted to. I'm sure at this point, Germany's just pressing the W button. I don't think he got his probe out either. Or no, this is D-Day. Probes are about to come out in a couple minutes. We'll see if Molo's on the ball to try to snipe that probe or not. And looks like D-Day is not being killed, so there should be a battle for D-Day here. Yep. Kras is bringing a drop. What a bro, and his BCs, so... There is a Norway drop though, so... I think... Well, Italy got on the ground first, which is big. Still a lot left in these Norway drops. I think it was mostly spent. Thought it was. Looks like UK air might get reset here. But yeah, Germ's looking pretty late as well. Fairly even exchange from that. I think Lazy knew that he was mostly done on that one, especially with like the air trigger, the key of air that spawned from D that was coming up as well. Another futile poke attempt from Molo, just trying to be in the game. I bet you he might have sniped the probe there. Looks like France had dropped another batch, maybe. But these D-Day men coming down to punish Spain even further. Knockout's hanging on by a thread. You have a lot of drops, Knock. There's 13 here. It's one or two too many. France probably loading up again. Molo just kind of APM taxing. He is definitely behind in ground, but he managed to get the factory, and I think he's... Oh, probe just spawned. And he's not there to claim it, so that's... I'm sure Kevin will make use of that. Kras is losing hope. He's the strongest player left on the Axis at the moment. Kras is being real here. Allies win this. Goliath looking to slow down the gameplay and just kind of like tact hurt the Axis as opposed to keep pounding on a knockout. But he could just arrange a double drop with Norway and just probably end the game. We'll see if they do that or not. Left a good supply of units here too, so they can't be measured down. These need to be like BC'd or dropped. Goliath is electing to go east by the looks of it. I think they were doing great, just like continuing to do drop play down here. So I'm kind of sad to see them pull out Africa. Make the long journey to east, I guess, and maybe do like a 4 times. Harrison just loading. I haven't noticed if Lazy's been getting his lens out either. We'll see what happens with that. think Nicole just knocked on the door, but you're busy, right? Oh, Goliath might go through Turkey, maybe. Maybe they do like a big bulks hit. We will see what happens. Spawn lens, but it'll get cleaned up here. Unfortunate timing, Lazy. I mean, I'm sure he killed a few scouts and whatnot, but I'm sure that would have been more useful conserving that air. Kras is telling it like it is. I like this one bunker here, Kras. It's really just a scout bunker. It is the big bulks play. We got Norway here. Yeah, this I expect will be the deciding battle. We'll see if Iknockoutz has anything to contribute to this fight. Doesn't look like. I think he's just like scared for his life that like France is going to drop on him. Here comes the hit. It's really just on the back of Kras here. There's not many BCs. There is like some Spain drops, I guess, which might be loaded, but I think Axis are just very outgunned here. I'm sure this France drop's loaded as well. Here comes Harrison's drop. He likes to just like reinforce the ground situation, which these BCs are not very threatening, so who cares about trying to drop on them? There's the France drop. Yeah, that is a thick ally stack compared to nothing left for Axis. There's the Italy trigger, which did not come in time to save them. Mind you, I don't think it was going to be enough anyways. Time to just A-move up. I'm sure you guys have the air just to dive these BCs even on top of these bunkers if they really wanted, but they're not that confident, I suppose. There it is. Good game. Yeah, Axis couldn't really just get a foothold. Every time they did get UK, they lost it. The air situation was just always bad for Axis. Yeah, the only anchor really in that game was Kras, and you know, in the end, when you bring everyone east, like there's just not enough for me to leave to be able to hold all that. We will call it there. I will restart the stream again to do one more.